This week we cover all the big updates from the development of the major anticipated aircraft releases in the month of August, including all of this week's announcements and release news. So let's jump into the video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, this week it was revealed that Aerosoft will be developing an A321neo. The information appeared when documents were discovered about the team had received funding from the German government to help promote game development, which means they will be developing a couple of aircraft to receive the grant. The document confirmed what we already knew about Aerosoft's next aircraft, which was the first one they were planning to develop the Neo version after their current A330C aircraft is released. Then it was confirmed after that in the same document that an A321neo was part of the funding. There's no extra information that has been provided by Aerosoft themselves, or do we know any timeframes of when we'll see these aircraft? I will leave a link in the description if you'd like to check out a video we uploaded earlier this week that discusses all the current development of the A330, including about the two new aircraft. PMDG of late have just updated their 737 fleet across the board, and with that announcement the team did mention we won't be seeing any more updates to the 737 fleet until we see the EFB build. There's no ETA that has been scheduled for the EFB release, however the PMDG team are internally discussing it at the moment. The 777 developments did get a mention when it comes to developing the 777. PMDG said it's currently adjusting the fly-by-wire system on the 777 and collecting data to make sure it's matching to the real world aircraft performance. The team mentions testing is going exceedingly well, and that the factoring that took place over the past year has led to exceeding positive results, and the 777 flies appropriately like a 777. Systems implementation continues for the aircraft development as well as integration into the flight deck. Fine details are now complete, but they are working on when it comes to switch movements, system controls, and other refinements are now being worked on. The displays have had extensive work recently with a total rewrite allowing PMDG to take the full advantage of the Microsoft Flight Simulator rendering engine. When it comes to modeling of the 777, PMDG have spent some time of late working on the animations of the exterior of the aircraft. All of this was really the first good taste that we've received of the current development of the 777. It still needs to be some clarification when we'll see a release, but from the sounds of it, PMDG is happy with the current progress. SimWorks Studios this week updated us on their current projects before they go on their summer break, which one of those is the PC-12. The PC-12 overall status is good, however the team is not happy enough to send it to Pilatus as there's still some quirks that need to be addressed, as well as some nice little extras the team want to add as we've seen in some of their other planes. For the aircraft systems, they are all now complete. For some of the flight models, the team is still wrestling when it comes to the flaps, as Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't provide what they need to achieve an accurate flap behavior, so SimWorks are trying to find the right balance. Avionics are mostly done. What is left is mostly aesthetics and some minor functionalities that is missing. When it comes to the exterior, the modeling is all done. Interior modeling, the team is currently improving the textures. Sounds are still being worked on. The 5-blade version of the aircraft is complete, and there still needs to be some completed for the 4-blade version. That's it when it comes to the PC-12, but the team did touch base on their RV8 development and mentioned this is also making solid progress. The exterior model of the tail dragger is 100% finished, and the glass cockpit variant is also finished and receiving a last few bits of animations. System progress is complete and the flight model is ready to go under checking. The next steps is the analog cockpit to be completed, the RV8 exterior to be completed before the sound work is done. There is no ETA on the release date just yet, but the team plans to update us again after the summer break towards the end of August. As always, we will keep you posted. Bluebird Simulations announced that their 757 aircraft will not be released this year. The team had hinted in the last few updates that the release could slip back to next year over on their Facebook page a couple of times, but this week they now confirm that the 757 will not be released this year. Bluebird mentions they have a new scope of work on the systems that will increase the fidelity and be more realism for the release. They promise the community for an incredible 757 experience, and that outweighs any prediction of date when it comes to releasing the aircraft. Bluebird is aiming for a even more detailed version of the 757 when it comes to the cargo version of the aircraft, and later plan the expansion will only build on the 757 with more features. And as always with all major projects, we will keep you updated when we hear more from Bluebird Simulations on the 757. A little bit disappointing, but hey, it's good that we get a more fidelity aircraft in the future. If you're as mad about Flight Sim as much as we are here on the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It's free and it helps out the channel to spread the word about Flight Sim to a bigger audience, and thank you. We really appreciate your support. Thank you to Simbit World Pilot's Life Chapter 2 for sponsoring this video. A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 simulates the career of a commercial airline pilot by generating your schedules, tracking your scores for your flights, and rewarding weekly according to your contract type and much more. Pilot's Life provides a reason to fly in the sim from A to B while improving your skills as an airliner pilot, and depending on how good your scores are, you can progress throughout your airliner career to higher tier airliners and purchase more aircraft license. With over 575 airliners and over 280,000 real up-to-date routes, each flight and contract will have you experience the virtual airliner career globally, living a pilot's life. A pilot's life will work across all types of flight sim platforms, including a Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, P3D, and even FSX. Links in the description are where you can pick up your copy of Pilot's Life, and we thank them for sponsoring this video. Kicking off this week's release news, and this one is from MM Simulations with another Azores airport, this one being Horta Airport. The area over the past couple of weeks has been receiving some flight sim love, with a few payware airports coming online. Horta Airport is situated on the Fia Island, which is part of the Azores, as it serves the town of Horta. The airport itself has a short runway, which is only 1,532 meters, which makes it a challenging airport to land for larger aircraft. The approaches are treated with breathtaking views of the town, volcanic landscapes, and also the Atlantic Ocean. Several airliners operate flights from Horta Airport, providing connections to the Azores Islands and the mainland of Portugal. Features included in the release is accurate model of the terminal and interiors, custom night lighting, custom parking. The positions are matching with real life when it comes to the airport. Custom surroundings, custom people with animated objects, real world based terraforming, and updated CGL data. No word on when we'll see an Xbox release, but being an airport, this is most likely to happen sometime soon. You can pick up your copy of MM Simulations Horta Airport directly from the Sim Market store. As always, I'll leave a link in the description below. Alfeo Sims released their next airport, which is Sofia International Airport. This airport is located 10 kilometers east of Bulgaria's capital city, Sofia. The airport averagely serves 6 million passengers through its gates each year. Airport Terminal 1 serves as a low-cost airliner such as Wizz Air, EasyJet, and European Air, while Terminal 2 has more of the international carriers such as Austria Airlines, British Airways, Qatar, Ryanair, and Turkish Airlines, just to mention a few. There's no feature list given with this airport, but Alfeo Sims did mention the airport brings you an accurate representation with great visuals and accurate layout, including moving jetways, moving people, and other animations. The team mentions they expect further development in the future. When it comes to the release, you can pick up your copy of Alfeo Sims Sofia Airport directly from the Sim Market store. Links in the description below. Airports must be the theme when it comes to releases this week. Another airport release this week, and this one is from FlyX Simulations as they release a Teestide, if I said that correctly, or Teestide Airport. This is a small medium international hub that is nestled in the northeast of England. Teestide Airport stands out with its diverse traffic from commercial airliners such as Ryanair, TUI, and KLM, and cargo operations such as TNT and FedEx, all the way down to general aviation and even some military traffic. This airport has it all. Features included with the release is a detailed replica of the Teesside Airport and the terminal and surrounding buildings, custom surrounding models. All materials are created with PBR textures, and they've used native high efficient GIFT models. Have no idea what that means, but it sounds good. Custom auto photo for the airport and surrounding areas, and you can pick up your copy of, let's see if I can try this again, Teesside Airport directly from the INI Build store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving on to this week's Sim Update news, August the 18th marks as the 3rd anniversary of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Hopefully by this time next year we've seen the second generation of the simulator release, which is obviously at Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Just a reminder, Microsoft Flight Sim team will be over at this month Gamescom. Hopefully we may see a new trailer of the current in development 2024 sim. We've seen this in previous years, so hopefully we'll see it in this one. Sim Update 13 beta is still in action. There's been no updates from the team in the past 10 days. Currently the beta version is 1.34.10.0. This update is still expected to be released on the 21st of September. The team must be working hard on the Sim Update and also Flight Sim 2024, as we've had no real updates this week. This week's backlog list comprises a total number of 280 products, which is down from 285 from last week. Aircrafts are up from 43 to 54, missions are holding steady at 42, sceneries are down from 47 to 29, liveries are down from 45 to 38, and also airports are holding steady at 58. Speaking of this week's marketplace releases, we've seen no new releases when it comes to aircraft. Holy dooly. Bear Studios MiG-15, which was released on PC last week on the marketplace, is now available for Xbox. Other releases this week is made up of 4 livery packs, 10 night lighting packs, 3 airport releases. The highlights of this week's releases would be the Orbex Melbourne release, which is now available for Xbox and PC on the marketplace. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you got this far in the video, and hit that like button while you're there. This helps YouTube promote the content and it's absolutely free to do so. Thank you very much for your support, and we'll see you on another video soon.